Okay, time for Duelist Kingdom action, and we have got the Big Five taking on Para and Dox. But before we begin, it is a sad day. Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, the godfather of heavy metal and arguably one of the most influential figures in popular music. He was 76, I believe, but rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. He's boarded the crazy train up into rock and roll heaven. What's my favourite Black Sabbath song? Children of the Grave was always up there. I Don't Want to Stop is a really good song as well. I remember back in maybe 2010 or something, Ozzy Osbourne performed I Don't Want to Stop on an episode of SmackDown, and I was like, damn, that's a good song. I had that on repeat for ages. Okay, that is, what was that? Mystical Space Typhoon. Key Mace has started off for the Big Five here. Maybe looking to get that Yamadron if Para and Dox don't destroy Key Mace. Para and Dox have gone with 2 face downs, and they have played the Man-Eating Treasure Chest. Oh, Offerings to the Doomed. Okay, so they've flipped that up to get rid of Man-Eating Treasure Chest. Okay, so that will protect Key Mace. And the Big Five will likely go for Yamadron on the next turn unless they draw something else, but Mystical Space Typhoon has hit Magic Jammer. Again, pretty useful card, Magic Jammer. Means that the Big Five won't be getting any magic cards blocked. No Monster Reborns will get blocked, even Rush Recklessly, which is a very good counter card which could have been stopped by Magic Jammer as well. The Para Dox Brothers field is empty now. Key Mace departs. That was the game helper that was leading Yugi and the crew through the video game world that Kaiba got trapped in. And as we go with Yamadron, 1600, so the Para Dox Brothers are down to 6400, and the Big Five have taken early advantage in this one. Rush Recklessly means that Yamadron is, you basically say, 2300. Okay, face down defense from the Para Dox Brothers. And that is Armored Zombie, which was one of Bones' cards. We saw it in the video game world as well. Joey beat them again when he used his shield and sword and flipped their attack and defense. Dragon Statue takes a hit, so another 1600 here will leave Para Dox with 4800. And the Big Five are really taking advantage here. They've got 3100 combined attack points on the field. Para Dox with 4800 life points. Only be 2 attacks if you got hit by all that. They go with another face down defense. If they can get like a Suijin, Kazajin or Sanga to the field, they are very tough to beat because of that card's ability to put an attacker to 0 once per turn. And the Big Five, oh, they play Monster Reborn, which is it's a risky move, but if you want to keep the pressure on the Para Dox Brothers, if they've played a 2000 defense, Rush Recklessly can defeat it. As long as you keep the Para Dox Brothers monsters off the field, you will likely beat them. The Barrel Rock has been destroyed, so 18, no, that's 16 and 16, so that's 3200. Para Dox Brothers will have 1600 life points after these attacks have concluded. And Para and Dox are struggling here. They will lose on the next turn unless they draw something to... do they have any 1700s or anything above that? What's their strongest? They've got a few 1800s, but they're 5 stars. That's the thing with Para Dox Brothers' deck. It's not fantastic. A lot of their 1800 attackers were all they were all 5-star monsters. Monster Tamer, Dungeon Worm, even Shadow Ghoul when you look at it like that. It's Wall of Illusion. That would have defended the field at least for a little bit. But Rush Recklessly, the ultimate counter card. It's a bit of a risk there by the Big Five to put Nightmare Penguin face up as well. If that flips up, it'll send an enemy back to the hand. But the Para Dox Brothers have hit 0. That is a convincing win for the Big Five in this first match. So the perspective will change around here. Para and Dox will go from their perspective in the second match coming up on this one. The tournament's shaping up to be quite tight so far. The only duelist who is winless right now, I think that might be Yugioh. I believe... Oh no, hang on. Oh, Bakora's still winless. And the Para Dox brothers are also winless. So the Para Dox brothers are looking for their first win. If that wasn't obvious already. The big five are 8th. They've won 2 and lost 1. So they'll be looking to go 3-1 if they can get one more victory here. And the Para Dox brothers will be still on the bottom with Yugioh. Okay, so Magic Jammer, there's Rock Ogre Grotto number 1. If that gets destroyed, they could use Monster Reborn to bring it back. There's Monster Tamer and Dungeon Worm. For 1800s being both 5 stars, but I mean, Para Dox's deck has been built similarly to their anime deck, and the rest of the deck has been filled with rock types because that was basically an unused type, kind of like Mokuba with plant and reptiles. Turn change. Oh, no monsters by the big 5. Ah, Thunder of Ruler. Delaying for a turn to see what they can do here. So no battle phase for the Para Dox brothers. They play One Day of Peace. They draw Stone Ghost, which was one of my Forbidden Memories fusion. Rock type and a zombie type, all under 1200, would fuse together for Stone Ghost. Wasn't the strongest fusion, but it would gain you field advantage most of the times in the earlier part of the story. As soon as you got past like the first part of the story and into the tournament when Yugioh wakes up from his dream, Stone Ghost is pretty much useless after that. Offerings to the Doomed. Targets Monster Tamer, and Para Dox brothers flip up Magic Jammer. Now they have discarded Stone Ghost. Keeping Dungeon Worm. That may have not been the best play, either way. Monster Tamer's still on the field, 1800. The big 5 have played a face-down defense. Draw phase, Wabaku. And now Monster Reborn, so I'm going to guess that is going to be to bring back Monster to tribute Dungeon Worm to the field. That's what's described as tunnel vision. You see one move and you go, that's the move I'll play, but you don't analyze everything, because if you threw Dungeon Worm instead, you could Monster Reborn that and have still had Stone Ghost on the field. Either way, 2 1800s for the Para Dox brothers. They don't have much to worry about right now. The big 5 are way under attack here. There's Gigatech Wolf. And now 1800 off the big 5. They're down to 6200. Para Dox brothers must win this to keep in contention for their season point. The big 5 looking to pick up another win to go 2-0 in this one, to pick up another season point of their own, but possibly to play for a bonus point. But got a bit to overcome here with these 1800s. It's impressive that Para and Dox have managed to get them both to the field. It's not the easiest thing to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! To get 2 5-star monsters to the field that are 1800. There's Shadow Ghoul. How many monsters do Para Dox have? We'll find out here. Looks like they're going for a tribute. It is Monster Tamer that departs, and Shadow Ghoul comes down. He gets to 1900, so that'll be 3 monsters in the graveyard for Para Dox. So any monster they lose that isn't Shadow Ghoul, any monster that goes to the graveyard will continue to power it up as well. So the big 5 down to 4300. Para Dox still at 8000 here, so much more improved than their first game. Shard of Greed from the big 5. They can get through 2 turns with that on the field. They can draw 2 more cards. A face down spell or trap from the big 5, and no monsters. Wow. Man, they could have drawn high level monsters. They do have a few. And Para Dox play the Wall of Illusion. So 18 and 19 is 3700. So 4700. Oh, that'll be all of the big 5's life points. Wow. Wow, that's a shocking game from the big 5. Para Dox brothers are going to pick up the win off this attack. And we will go into third. Oh, Mask of Weakness. Okay, so the big five will have 300 life points remaining. They have prolonged the duel for another turn. Can they make anything happen here? Imagine a comeback from here. 300 life points and you have your opponent at 8,000. Okay, face down spell or trap again. And just to the end phase. May just be delaying the inevitable. The thing that hides in the mud, Wabaku, has been activated. The big five they are like just hanging on here. Their last 300 points. Okay, Shard of Greed is now at 2, so the big five can activate that. And can they get anything? They've got 7 cards in hand. Monster Reborn. Okay. Okay, if you're still a monster out of Para Dox's graveyard, it'll put Shadow Ghoul down to 1800. I don't know if that really does anything though. They've brought Monster Tamer, so everything's equal here, unless Big Five have an equip card or something. Unless they have a monster they can summon. Ah, here we go. Tribute of Monster Tamer. It is Judge Man, one of the deck leaders from the Big Five. Was it Johnson? Was Johnson the judge that was cheating against the duel with Joey? Para Dox brothers have flipped up Wabaku. The problem for the Big Five now is that Wall of Illusion is on the field. Oh, Megamorph. Okay, life points are lower, so 4,400 for the Judge Man. Megamorph will double attack points while your life points are lower. It will halve attack points while your life points are higher. And Ryoku! Oh my word! What a draw from the Para Dox brother. Is that original attack or is that attack in whole? You gotta read that in card text. Oh, here we go. Halve the attack of a monster. It doesn't say original attack. I believe this may be 2,200 points onto Shadow Ghoul or Dungeon Worm. Take your pick. Oh, look at that. 4,100 for Shadow Ghoul. What a finish to this match. The Para Dox brothers with Ryoku after the Big Five played Megamorph. How often do you see that? Someone play combo to get a 4,400 attack onto the field for the opponent to have activated Wabaku, to on their next turn steal the attack, turn one of their monsters to over 4,000 attack, and then end the duel. Only in this generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you see such plays. You don't see plays like that in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's all combos. It's all how many cards can I combo together in one turn. So what is it? It's 1-1. So the Para Dox brothers and the Big Five. This will be an upset, I reckon, if Para and Dox can pull this off. They're 0-3. The Big Five are 2-1. So, that's a good starting hand though for the Big Five. Castle of Dark Illusions, Jinzo as well, who was another deck leader. Destroyer Golem has been played by the Para Dox brothers. The Big Five are the only deck that have Jinzo. It's not in Joey's deck. But we wanted to give the Big Five a little bit of that final boss kind of feel, so they do have a couple of chunky cards that are out of the Duelist Kingdom era, but Jinzo is also not unassailable. He blocks trap cards, but he can be destroyed by many things, so it's not like he's super overpowered. He also blocks your own trap cards as well. Dungeon Worm has made a second appearance here. Now it's Castle of Dark Illusions. That's 1930 defense. So Para Dox lose 130 life points. So 78-70 for the Para Dox brothers. And it's about to become a lot worse for Para and Dox. They are going to be staring down Jinzo as Castle of Dark Illusions departs. Jinzo, so negate attack, can't be activated by the Big Five now. Jinzo will block trap cards, but this will be 600, 7,400 for... 72-70 for Para and Dox after they lose that 600. And they'll struggle to get Jinzo off the field now that they can't play trap cards. They will struggle to get that off. Oh, Monster Reborn. And Destroyer Golem has come back. So 1500. Staring down 2400. What's his deal? There's a tribute. And it is a face down defense. Okay, I am going to guess that is Labyrinth Wall. There's a Dragon Zombie. A Dragon Zombie, 2-headed King Rex, Niwatori, Key Mace, and Polymerization. As Labyrinth Wall is attacked, it's flipped up now, so if the big 5 draw, if they draw their offerings to the Doomed, I'll be able to get rid of that Labyrinth Wall. The Para Dox Brothers' signature monster from the, well, signature monster, no, actually I'd say Gate Guardian was probably more their signature monster. Oh, that's not good for Para Dox Brothers. Nightmare Penguin, that's another deck leader too. Oh boy, when that flips up, Labyrinth Wall is going back to the hand. Unless Para Dox Brothers can do something here, they're in trouble. They don't know it yet, they think that 3000 defense is gonna last. They got another thing coming. There's another Polymerization. 1600 in 2-headed King Rex. Nightmare Penguin flips up. All face-up water monsters you control gain 200 attack. Labyrinth Wall back to Para and Dux's hand. They did not want to see this. So 24 and 16 is 4000 plus 11 is 5100 altogether. So 2170 is what Para and Dux should be down to. Yeah, they're in trouble. It looks like the big 5 will take this one, unless something drastic happens. Well, you never know. They pulled their Ryoku. Maybe they can do something with that as Shard of Greed is played. And Trial of Nightmare. Goes after Nightmare Penguin. And to the end phase. It looks like Para and Dox are cooked. Well, at least they got one win in. They didn't get steamrolled 3-0. They got a win in, which is good, but they will go 0-4. It's 2 1600s, 2400. That altogether would be 5600. Para Dox Brothers do not have the life points to survive all these attacks. And this one is finished. Well, nice little skirmish between these two, but the big 5 just a little bit too much for Para and Dux. Unfortunately, Para and Dux couldn't get any of their Gate Guardian pieces out. That would have been nice, but well, let's be honest, we're never going to see Gate Guardian make an appearance. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.